Speak on It Thursday with Who You With Kurt Dog. I'm M, Who You With Kurt Dog. Before we get started, I want to welcome all the viewers, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time watching, you can chat with us live during the show, everywhere except Periscope. But all the other platforms, you can chat with us live. I will read your comments on the air. As we get started tonight, we had a zoo in town tonight. Well, so-called President Trump was here. Hopefully he's gone, but who knows? How do you feel about Trump coming to town? I want to talk about race and unity and all of that. And who was the guy sitting at the table with him? Because I don't know. I didn't recognize none of them. I know some people that could have sat at the table with him, but he ain't no fool. He knew better. He knew they didn't need to be at the table with him because the truth hurt. And I feel like these guys would have gave him the truth. So tell me how you feel about it. Also, how do you feel about Trump and this Juneteenth rally up in Tulsa, Oklahoma? That's a bold statement, and he know exactly what he doing. They talking about it mean a lot to him. No, it don't. It don't mean a damn thing to him. He just doing it trying to get back in to the black community face, trying to slap us in a way that he's afraid to do it face to face. That's my opinion, but hey, that's not a good leader. Once again, that's my opinion. But let me know how you feel about him going up to Tulsa, Oklahoma during Juneteenth. Okay. Welcome to the show, Mr. Johnson. He want to know how can you talk about race and unity when you exclude the chief of police, the sheriff, and the DA of Dallas? That's a good question. I'm not going to pull no race card, but I think he probably know those are none of his supporters. So he wasn't going to have them at the table. Sometimes when you have people that don't agree with you at the table, that can be a big issue for you. You'll really look like a clown then. But hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for the question. Someone else probably have another comment about it. I would like to know. Because that was one of the things that I asked. How you not going to invite the leaders of Dallas to come to the table with them? But then again, they probably said they had other plans also. They probably like, no, I'm not going to sit on the camera with you. Not for have me looking like a clown too. I don't know. But I would like to know why he didn't invite him. He'll come up with some story. It'll be something strange. Kind of like what he said about the 75-year-old man fake falling. But hey, nothing surprised me with him, his administration, or anybody else within that circle. And I'm not talking about a round circle. I'm talking about the clowns and the water guns and all of that. So, but yeah. So whatever you want to talk about tonight, whatever is on your mind, send your comment in. I forgot to put the code up tonight. If you want to join the party, you're more than welcome to chime in. Also, you can click the link and you can be a part of the show. You can come on the show live and just click on the link and you will have the have the floor to express your concern, even if it's not one of the subjects that we're talking about tonight. Whatever's on your mind, more than welcome to join. If you come in, I will let you in as soon as I see you up there. Um, but he should definitely that's disrespecting. That's like going to somebody's house and you don't speak to them. You just come in, make yourself at home, go in a ice box. I'm gonna go old school ice box, and grab they food, and you don't speak to them. But hey, but what do you expect from Trump? That's Trump. He's gonna do what he want to do. Then also, he having all his supporters that's gonna come to the rally up in Tulsa to sign a waiver promising they would not sue him or any of his other supporters in case they get the coronavirus. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I wouldn't be going to his rally. But then again, he want to cover all bases, want to make sure he don't get sued for people coming. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some people show up with the coronavirus. As we can see, the numbers continue to increase. Dallas County, 312 new cases. Just today alone, for the last 6 days, the numbers have increased every day. And I love to see Greg Abbott trying to dance around that question, the reason why the numbers are increasing. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say majority of the new cases in Dallas County, a lot of them are Hispanics now. So, like I've always said, this disease is not immune to anyone. It will affect everyone. And get tested. I got tested today. I said last night I was going to get tested. I actually got tested. Thank you, Friendship West, for giving back to the community. I did get tested this morning. It wasn't bad at all because I've seen videos on the news where it seemed like they shoving a Q-tip up. No, I couldn't even feel it when they put it in my nose, and I don't like needles. I told the woman, I said, "Hey, I might pass out when you stick me." She said, "That's all right. I'll just pour water on you." But she was like, "I got you though. You won't feel a thing." And she did a good job. I didn't even feel it when she stuck me. So, hey, that was good. I really appreciate Friendship West for stepping up, giving back to the community, and all the other churches. DC3. I passed by them yesterday, and they do it also. I'm not sure exactly which day, but they actually do it. So I appreciate y'all for giving back to the community and anybody else that is doing that for the community. I wonder if Trump is going to wear a mask at the rally. That will be interesting. He making everybody sign a waiver for something that he feel like is not real, but he making them sign a waiver. I wonder if he's going to wear a mask. I think he'll have one on until he come out on the stage. That's my opinion. Tell me how you feel about it. This next one is probably going to hurt a lot of people feeling. Won't hurt mine, though. Starbucks sent out a memo, told all their employees, we would not wear anything to say Black Lives Matters, supporting that organization. So, okay, I say all the time, if a business or a politician, they don't support your cause, don't support them. I started having flashback. I thought about when the two brothers in, I believe it was Philly, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of years back, had the police call them for just sitting there having a meeting and waiting for some other people to come up. So, hey, I haven't forgot about it. So I won't be supporting you. That's my opinion. I'm not telling you not to support them. You do you. I'm going to do me. Welcome, Ilya Hunt, first time listener out of California. And Ilya actually said okay. Yeah, so also Home Depot. He said also Home Depot. That's another one. And Trump, I just seen a story a while ago with Trump talking about he's asking all his supporters to rally around the billionaires that don't want to support this cause. And I'm like, really? Yes, it's out here, Ilya. I definitely seen it online. He said he's not sure if it's out here. And he also mentioned Home Depot. So I'm trying to get used to this system. Sometimes I don't put the question up on there because they come in so fast and I forget about it. So trying to answer them all. But y'all can see what I'm reading for when I'm pausing and reading. You know exactly what's going on. But so that's a couple of stories I put out there. I really want to know how y'all feel about this rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma with Trump on Juneteenth. That's crazy to me. That's really is. And I've been noticing for the last week or so, we keep hearing about old stories coming up where other unarmed black men have been killed by the police, and they're also are saying, I can't breathe. Up in Oklahoma City, Derek Scott, 42-year-old black man. Now, he did have a weapon on him. I seen the video. They did pull a weapon off of him. But he kept telling the officer he cannot breathe. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe. And the guy said in the video, I don't care. Then when he went unconscious, the officer said, oh, he's playing like he passed out. If a person, to all the officers that are watching the show, listening, I would just say this. Put yourself in that position. Yeah, I understand some people do things, but they don't do enough to where they have to die from their crime. At that time, especially unarmed, they definitely don't deserve to die. But we know how y'all treat the white guys. They go and shoot up places and nothing happens. So, and y'all take them to Burger King or wherever they want to go get something to eat at and treat them like royalty or whatever. But I would ask you, in that situation, once you have the cuffs on the person, get off of them. If a person telling you they having problem breathing, call meds, call a paramedic, let them check them out. Don't just assume this person is making this up. Because you're not a doctor, you don't know. But if you follow protocol, and if someone asking for help because they can't breathe, provide it. Provide help. That's all you have to do. Um, you also said Lowe's has a black CEO, so I will be spending my money there. I will too. I used to Home Depot just closer to me, but I won't be going there no more. I drive another 5 miles to go to Lowe's. Say forget it. Um, and Lowe's is giving back to small business too. They're they're spending their money back in the community. So I really appreciate Lowe's doing that. Soon as this movement started a couple of weeks ago, Lowe's stepped up and they supported, and they said they will be giving back to small business. So hey, I appreciate it. That's where you want to spend your money. Companies that are gonna that is for your best interest. The ones that's gonna give back to the community and not make their pockets get full and they forget about you. They don't care. So um, then I guess Oklahoma got a lot going on today. Um, Tulsa police major. This fool. I'm trying to cut back on cussing, so every once in a while something may flip out. Just forgive me. Pray for me. I'm trying to eliminate that. So, but the major up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, um, he made a statement said they're shooting 24% less black folks than what they should be. How y'all feel about that statement? Because it's like he proud that they should be shooting more. Now we're also still talking about the town that the clown getting ready to bring his circus to, and then we talking about the same town that Black Wall Street was once in that they destroyed because they didn't like to see black folks that had pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and made plenty of money. So that's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hey, it probably was his ancestors, the ones that did it. And he probably had pictures of it. I don't know. But that's my opinion of it. So whatever you want to talk about, definitely join us in the chat. We could talk about whatever. You may not want to talk about these stories that are going on right now. You may want to talk about something completely different. Whatever it is, Thursday nights is speak on it with Who You With Kurt Dog. Whatever you want to talk about. It don't make a difference what you want to talk about. I know for me, I'm spending my money very wisely now. Some companies I just don't fool with. And even during the pandemic, it's some companies that I don't trust nowhere, no way, because most of them are not clean. Employees don't wear masks, they don't wear gloves, don't wash their hands, touching their face, touching their phone, digging in their pockets, whatever they doing. I'm not finna eat there. So that's my opinion. If you feel comfortable eating there, more power to you. I don't. So, but let me know what's on your mind. I've received some feedback about last night. We had a new listener last night that sent me a message. Dennis Freeman, that listened last night. If I didn't know he was on the show, but any new listeners for tonight, I would definitely like to acknowledge you and welcome you to the show. So whatever you want to talk about, I'm here to talk. about it, and um, okay. Um, I didn't get a chance to hit on this show the other day, but I heard about this young man where it was at a Walmart. Um, I believe it's South Carolina, and he he was shot and killed unarmed. This happened, I believe, in November last year. I shared the story yesterday morning, and he was shot and killed. The police department and um, they refused to let the body cam release the body cam, and his cousin, who actually just posted, um, the story was shared over 70,000 times, and now they have a body cam. Now, my thing is with this particular case, he was accused of shoplifting a lock. The police came, had him in handcuffs. He's supposedly running out of the store and allegedly pointed a gun at the police. Now, in my eyes, I don't see how that's possible, because if he's in handcuffs, running out the store, and pointed a gun at the police officer, well, first of all, did that officer check him before you put him in handcuffs? And it wasn't, far as I know from what I read from the story, there was absolutely no proof that he stole anything. So, with all that being said, another unarmed black man was killed in South Carolina, which is, like I said, a lot of stories are coming out like this right now, where people are taking it to the street, trying to let their stories be heard, um, because people are losing their lives for nothing. And the first thing people say, well, he was resisting arrest. And not only that, if he's running out of the store, and I don't know for sure because I haven't seen the body cam. I don't know much about it. But from what I read yesterday, it seemed like he was shot in the back. So if he's running out of the store with his handcuffs on, running, and allegedly pointed a gun at the officer, looked like he was shot in the back to me. But I don't know. I won't know until I see the body cam. But either way, he was in handcuffs. So, um, so it's a lot of stories like that are coming out every day. Some police department are saying, okay, maybe we need to bring this up. This happened 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever. And they're starting to come up with Derek Scott. It actually happened May of 2019, and they decided to bring it out. I think I seen it yesterday after I got off the air last night. So it's more and more stories like this coming out every day. And some of these cops, they got to realize, yes, people are out here protesting, but the benefit of them protesting is going to benefit you in the long run. If it's a peaceful protest, let it be peaceful. Don't do stuff, and especially like the cops here in Dallas, where they shot a young man with a rubber bullet, and he ended up losing his eye. And on the video, you can hear the cops laughing, talking about F yeah, just celebrating of what they did while this young man laid on the ground bleeding. And I've seen today he did file a lawsuit against the city of Dallas. So hey, I hope he get everything he can from them. Unfortunately, as a taxpayer, we are the ones having to pay this. Someone asked last week, should we take it from police officer pension? Maybe they'll be more considerate if it's coming from a pension and they don't, if the money is coming directly from them, all these settlements we having to pay out, maybe they would do things different. That's my opinion. Then the police union, some of the unions are good, some of them are bad. But as for the police union, they have to represent even the bad cops. And I know the president of Dallas Police Union, every time he'd never say the police officer did anything wrong. He'd defend them every step of the way, even when it's cameras out there. So, yeah, at some point, some things need to change. They need to change. Even with Derek Scott, I seen the interview they did with his mom, and his mom said, "Yes, I understand the pain that George Floyd family is going through. I've gone through that. I'm going through it. I'm glad they finally released the video of that. And I feel like what they should do, as soon as something like this happens, release the video right away. Don't wait months and years later to release it. And it need to be an unedited video. We want to see the raw video. Kind of like the brother that I mentioned last night that was shot waiting on a tow truck by a trooper up in New Jersey. Well, you showed the video of him in the back seat of the car, but you didn't show the part of him allegedly trying to get in the front seat. And to me, you picking and choosing what to show us and what not to show us. And I think you need to show it all. If you want us to trust you, tell the truth and show it all. Don't edit to the part that you want us to see. I'm like, hey, put a warning out. This could be disturbing, but at least we would know exactly what's going on. If you feel like y'all was in the right, show it all. And Seattle, I don't know what to say about them because the cops up there are off the chain. They're doing all type of stuff up there. And once again, Trump talking about if they can't get it under control, he'll get it under control. But sometimes he says stuff to make people think he can do this and do that, but he can't. He can say whatever. And so hopefully people start realizing these leaders, the officers, and the ones that are commanding these officers to do these certain things, they will realize that, hey, they are people just like us. They put their drawers on just like we put ours on. And come to a solution instead of causing the problem to be bigger. Work together with the people. And that's with all cities, all states across the world. If you work with the people, I think it will be very peaceful instead of using violence and expect people to not respond to it. So that's my opinion. I want to know what your opinion is. Also, for Ilya, since you're in California, how is the coronavirus out there? Are y'all numbers increasing? Are they going down? I would like to know whatever state you're in. I would like to know what are your numbers in Texas. in Dallas mainly, Dallas County, new cases of 312 today. So that's pretty high. That's pretty high. And Greg Abbott trying to justify. So I would like to know, whatever state you're in, let us know how the coronavirus is doing in your state. If it's any other stories you want to talk about that I did not mention, let's talk about that too, no matter what it is. So, but you can also follow the channel on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch. Follow us. We're working on some more things to hit up some more platforms. So that should be rolling out here pretty soon. And we're trying to get all that in the making. And like I say all the time, we have a lot of great shows coming up. This is a platform for you to speak your mind about whatever, no matter whatever it is, whatever subject you want to talk about. Hey, let's talk about it. Someone asked the question earlier about being in quarantine. How is it with you and your spouse? Are y'all getting along pretty good? Or what's going on? So I would like to know. As for my spouse and I, hey, we loving it. So it's great for us. We have spent a lot of time together, done a lot of stuff. So around the house, but I would like to know how it is with y'all. Are you and your spouse closer? I think the question was, are you and your spouse closer, or y'all heading to the judge once this is over? So I would like to know, how is your relationship going? Excuse me. So, but definitely send me your questions. You can also email us at whouwithcurtdog@mail.com if it's something you want us to talk about on the show, or if you want to be a guest on the show. You can email us. We can make arrangement and make sure you on the show. Whatever it is you want to talk about. It's a lot of things we can talk about that's going on in the world. So whatever it may be, whatever is on your mind, we could definitely do a lot of stuff and talk about a lot of things that is happening in the world. So if y'all don't know by now, my wife, she played too much. Talking about my husband locked me in the closet and leave me there all day. Yeah, I don't do that. So that's my wife, though. That's my baby. I don't know why she'll say that, but I don't. No, not unless we're playing hide and go see. Grown up version. But anyway, like I said, whatever you want to talk about, that's what the platform is here for, no matter what. Also, if you are supporting Black-owned business, name some that you've been to here in Dallas. We have a DFW Black-owned restaurant, and I think I gain at least 2 or 3 pounds every time I go on the website, because some of that stuff is looking mighty good. But then I have seen some places I don't support for my own personal opinion. So that's me. I know one I'm gonna try this weekend is Kerm's Gumbo. I'm gonna text him, make sure I get some of his gumbo this weekend. So So definitely try to support your people. Um, right now, during this time, if I decide to spend money on something, I support my neighborhood, my people first. And that's the way it should be, because everybody else is spending money on who they want to spend it on. And for me, hey, I've always done that, not just because of now, but I've always tried to support our people and recycle the money within our neighborhood. So, but that's what I do. That's my opinion. How do you feel about it? And I will say, because I read some of the comments on there, and sometimes some of the worst service we get are from certain restaurants, our own restaurants, from our own people. I can't support that. I don't care how good your food may be, but I want to be treated just like everyone else. I come in, I order my food, I pay for my food, full price for my food, and I also leave a tip. So once again, how do you feel? Um, what are you eating these days? I do a lot of cooking because I haven't been eating out much, but I have supported a couple of restaurants in this time. And I want to know if you supported some of them that you like, for when I get back out there to support some other ones. I know where to go to. I'm making a list, and I check them out and go out there and see and go from there. So, but hey, that's the choices that we have. Yeah, during this time, we should always try to support uh, culture, and every other culture does it, while we can't. And for the business owner, treat us just like you would treat anyone else, and don't treat us like when they're trying to get over on you. We coming in there spending our hard-earned money just like anyone else to come in there. And uh, two things that would lose my business: customer service and cleanness. If your place is nasty, I'll turn around and walk out. I don't care who it is. Because you come to my house, if I cook, guaranteed everything will be clean. So, um, but hey, that's my opinion. But on Thursdays, we're going to be doing Speak On It with Who You With Kurt Dog. Speak in your mind, whatever you want to talk about. I'll put a couple of topics out there. And uh, we had a couple of feedbacks. And other than that, I guess we're going to tiptoe on up out of here. And if I miss your question, because sometimes question may not come up at the as we're going along, I always go back and answer the question and leave comments on the post. So if it's something I miss, I would definitely come back and respond to it. So other than that, until next time, Saturday, we're doing a show Saturday morning, 10 a.m. We have a special guest on. And I will let y'all know tomorrow for sure, just in case something happened. It's too special because Saturday is my birthday, and plus I have the opportunity of having a special guest on, and it will be some good information given out. So definitely tune in Saturday morning. I will put a post up tomorrow. I'm going to just confirm with him again tomorrow. And I will put a post up for you to be ready for Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And have your question ready. Because once I put the post up, you can start thinking about what you want to ask him. And from that point, We're gonna talk about what's going on in the community and go with it like that. So I appreciate you listening tonight. As always, I love you. Be safe. If you haven't got tested, definitely get tested for the coronavirus. As the numbers are going up, you can feel fine and still have it. One of my doctors told me you can have a great temperature, but you can still have it. So definitely get tested. Um, Also, with uh, on Thursdays, Friendship West 616 West Keys is doing free testing of COVID-19 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I had it done today. It was a smooth selling. And I'm like, okay. I was kind of nervous about doing it, but it's a pretty good South to do it. They have a great setup where you could do it. And definitely, if you're in the Dallas area, check out Friendship West next Thursday. They will do it every Thursday until the end of the month. 616 West Keys, Dallas, Texas. And when I do other shows, I would also let you know some other location. I know they're doing it at Redbird, but I don't know the time on that one. So it's different location within the Metroplex that is doing it. DC3 with Pastor Marcus D. King, they're doing it, but I don't know the days or time. So I will have that information on the next one. And until then, Saturday morning, 10 a.m., Saturday morning, 10 a.m., special guest with some great information that you can use and to know what's going on in the community. Other than that, register to vote, get out and vote. And if you are a felon, go to voter.org, check to see if you're able to vote. If you're not on papers, you unpaid all your dues, and you clear of everything, some states allow you to get your voter rights back. So definitely go to voter.org and find out if you're able to vote. Other than that, I appreciate you. To Saturday morning, I will put a post up about the show Saturday morning, 10 a.m., and who our special guest will be. Until then, have a great night. Talk to you soon. Peace.